Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening, or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share, and play.
Hello everyone. I got this gorgeous little piece in Happy Mail and I thought such a cute design. It's got two little pockets in the front here and then it's got a little pocket in the side. So it looks like it's a piece of 12 by 12 folded around and then the back of the bottom cut out to make the extra pocket. But I thought I'd have a go at making, a version of this. So I wanted a really long piece because I wanted mine to be a bit taller. So I just cut out a section of a paper bag, as you can see here. I just used a middle section. I'm just, straightening up my cut there. Lazy, I couldn't get my long ruler out, but that still worked fine. So then I just sliced the ends off at the fold. I had flattened the paper bag out completely, so I sliced the ends off for the fold, and then I had two pieces. So folded one in half, as you can see, and then the top little bit, that'll be my top little fold, and then I'm folding up the bottom piece, and then that will wrap around to make my pocket. Now I thought I'd make the pocket out of the one piece here and then I'll just cover them. So I'm just slicing the other side just to make sure that, it's all nice and neat and straight. So that's sort of all of my main cutting in this. Then, as you can see that on that long piece, I'm just going to do a little slice and that'll make my two staggered pockets. So, it doesn't have to be very long because I want the top flap to still sit over it. And I really am I don't really have measurements. I just kind of made this up with the piece that I had as I went along. So then I just folded down one side of that on one side of the cut to make the front pocket, and the other piece is there. So now that's my basic structure. I could do the two pockets with those as I have it there, or I could do what I'm going to do, which is a little flip down piece. So I'm just rounding the corners of the top flap just to make it easy, and that's a nice double strength which will be handy for the policy fold piece I'm doing. Now here, before you glue anything, this is where you should obviously ink everything, but now I've done all that and I'm just gluing down the top flap together so that it's nice and strong. I'm not going to make any extra little pockets in that or anything, but you certainly could. And then I punched out two little circles and I glued a few circles together to make them, a bit stronger. And then I put little eyelets in the middle. Now, don't need to do eyelets. To me, it just helps lift it off the bottom a little bit because I did them as double-sided eyelets. And then I'm using split pins to secure those through. So anyway, then I cut out pieces for all my little sections that I could glue down. So this is the top flap, and I inked around the edges of all the pieces that I'm gluing down as well. So just making sure that it's nice and secure, running my bone folder over it just to spread the glue and give it a nice even pressure there. Then I glued down my piece on the front pocket. Voila. And I thought this would be a good time just to work out where those little circles can sit. So they're the little pieces that I'm going to pop my string around so that it's a nice little policy pocket closure. So I just placed it where I wanted it and I grabbed a pin just to put through to mark where I felt like that was going to sit. And then I used my big shot just to do a little hole in it for, a little hole punch. Did the same on the top flap, and then I put a little split pin, or brad clip as you call them overseas, through that hole, opened it up on the back, and then that held it quite nicely. So over the back, just for when I'm slipping things into that pocket, I wanted it to be nice and neat, so I put a bit of washi tape on. You didn't see it there, but off camera I actually put glue on the washi tape to make sure that it was definitely going to stay secure on the back of that clip on the front pocket. Then on the top pocket, I was lining that piece, so that was all I needed to make that nice and smooth. So both of those have a really nice finish. You really don't see them. These are cardstock, so they're a little bit stronger, so you don't even really see the impression. Okay, so then on my other piece, put another piece over the top. Again, that might have been a printout, but this was just, scrapbook paper that I had, but it's slightly stiffer. Now I'm putting a little tab on the top of what could be your second pocket, because I'm actually making it a pull down. So gluing down one side just to make sure I've got it in the right spot, and then I flip it over. Sometimes I find I need to do that just to make sure it really sits properly. Other times I just glue both sides and put it down. So, it depends on how I'm feeling. Now I'm putting a little half circle, and that makes it a little thumb notch so that it will be clear that that is a pocket. Then I can glue that down. So that's nice and easy. I glued it down from the back so I could see the exact length of that pocket. Now you could glue it down with anything. You can glue it down with, your art glitter glue like I'm doing here, or, PVA glue, even a glue stick. I liked the art glitter because I just wanted it to have a little bit of extra hold. Now on the inside, as I said, I'm flipping it down. So on the inside, I decided I'd just do some coffee dyed paper, and around the edges of the coffee dyed paper, I'm just doing a little border with, what do you call that? Ink. And then I did a rough stamp at the top and the bottom of a dragonfly, and that just gave it a little bit of a finished look. And then because I've got that pocket on mine, on this section as well, I'm doing a little thumb hole, and it's nice because that stayed within the border. So voila, got your little thumb hole, and then flipping down and your little front pocket, and cool little structure. Okay, doing my string. I'm doing a clove hitch to go around, and this is how I do it. It's 2 loops where the string sits the same way on each of them, and then you can pull it and it will knot nicely inside. So just, rewind a little bit, watch how I did it. It's sort of hard to explain. The left-hand side of the loop went on the top and the right-hand side goes under. But you're just forming 2 little loops, put it around, and then you can pull it tight. And then you can just loop it around to make your little closure. Now, you can do it that way if you like, or you can do it crisscross, however you want to, however your little heart desires. I thought crisscross was nice, and on the end I just knotted a little charm just to give it a little bit of a extra finished look. So there you are. There's both of them. Aren't they a bit cute? This one is a wonderful structure in my little happy mail, and that would be a nice simple one to do. Or you could add the little flip down like I've done in my version. Always find whenever you make it yourself, often something comes up differently. I just added a few little pieces to decorate the front and top piece. And so you've got a little pocket, flip it down, and you've got a little journal space. And then you've also got the other little pocket in the back there. So it could stick onto a page, or it could actually slip into like a side tuck or another little pocket that you've got in your journal. Just, a little something, a little pockety journal flip. There you go. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. I'd love it if you could leave me a comment below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy!